Dear Twin Flame souls out there, welcome to the Twin Flame Awakening Journey podcast, and today is an episode 88. And as it's an episode of 88, I have decided that let's talk about the Lion's Gate, Lion's Portal, and what it means and what it is and what we should be doing during this time. Lion's Portal is not something just by accident. It's not something that happens all the time. And it's not something that we have in a sense of coming up with in recent years. Lion's Gate Portal goes all the way back to the ancient Egyptians, also the Mayans, and they all have been keeping this time very potent and very important. And one star that plays a huge role in this is Sirius. And as we know from the portal from 707, which was when I made the podcast episode about it, that the 707 portal is leading us up to the Lion's Gate portal. And today I would like to talk about it and bring you some perspective and understanding, and maybe this will open you the eyes of realizing that it's time to open the heart. It's time to manifest your dream life. It's time to become the highest version of you and let go of the old habits, limiting beliefs, things that are holding you back on this journey, and connect with the source. I am the one who truly believes in energy. And energy is everything. And if we shift our energy in our energetic body, we also start attracting what comes to us. Everything that comes to us in our life is a reflection of ourselves. And so right now at this Lion's Portal, I would really like to tell you that take your time. I have put it out on Patreon until we reach to the 808 portal. Workshops, meditations, and things that will help you to get aligned for this time. For me personally on this journey, 808 also, it is very potent, very powerful, because everything changed for me within a Lion's Gate. The period from July until the Lion's Gate, back then I had no idea about it, was one of the most hardest, was so painful. I had to purge so much. Obviously, I had no conscious understanding. I didn't know anything about the 707 portal. I didn't know anything about Lion's Gate. I didn't know about Sirius. I didn't know about what are these energies. It was just my mind was battling around. And also those who are listening, I have something to tell you. Something really big happened that I never thought is going to happen. And I want to give it back. I am not in a sense of this journey here is not about in a sense of numbers and statistics and all of this. But just this week happened that on YouTube we became 10,000 subscribers here. And this is enormous for me. It's an absolutely enormous. Like my first podcast episode says, if I can help 10 people, if this information helps 10 people, I'm all right, I'm good. Now today we are here 10,000 and more on Spotify and everything. I just want to say a huge thank you. It's beautiful to have you here, and I am so blessed. And for that, I am giving away 3 sessions. There are 3 coupons available right now in the description, that you can go on my website and use this coupon to have a free call with me, free channeling with me, or free energy activation and channeling with me. You can choose whichever. It's totally up to you, but there are only 3 of these available. If you get an error message, in the sense of it says there is an error or it's not valid no longer, then you know that these 3 have been used up already. But as you who is such a supporter of this channel, because only because of you this channel can be alive and reach to so many people, because every like, every comment, every moment you share here is so precious. And so we have now 3 coupons. Go in the links in the description, go over the website, use the coupon, and I'm looking forward to meet you, and I hope I can help you on this journey. Other thing is, right now I'm just also gonna say, before we're gonna go into the 8 things that I wanna discuss about it, there is an event on 808 portal. A lot of tickets are already sold. I know that one place I think has 2 of them left. Others have a little bit more. If you would like to open your heart, if you would like to recharge yourself with an energy that is so potent, so powerful, so shifting, brings the love, brings the connection, then that happens on the 808 portal. There are 3 time slots, but please book your ticket as quick as possible. Like I said, half of them are gone, or even more. I don't know, I haven't kept the number, but I just want to say that if you would like to join, the tickets are on sale again. And then on the 4th of August, as I know that sometimes we are struggling financially when we're going through that thunderstorm, when we're going through that energetic shift, there is on 4th of August a free event, free energy activation and connection event. All you have to do is just to sign up on Patreon as a free member, or sign up on my email list, and you'll be sent the invitation. That's it. That's all it is. And on 4th of August, I will see you. And there is no need to pay for anything, nothing. It's just because I know that sometimes we struggle. And if this little thing can help you and shift you and change you, this is why I'm here. This is my service. So thank you for that. So let's go and dive into what is the 808 portal and what is happening, and why we should paying attention to this. Like, what is the point of this? And the number one thing is that it's called Lionsgate is called Lionsgate because it happens during the season of Leo. And it's ruled by the sun, in that sense that the sun is in Leo, and it means personal power, creativity, opening the heart, opening the consciousness. And now comes into the Sirius. Sirius is the star, the brightest stars in the sky, that is going to align during this time. So those of you who are going to be awake on that day or going to go outside, you can look into the sky if you don't have a light pollution, and you will see the Sirius. I will try to take a picture because I have a very good, very good view, but I don't know if I'll be able to get a good one. And even for Egyptians during this time, so now we're going back all the way, and this is why I'm saying that these events that are happening when the stars are aligning, when the planets are aligning, it's not an accident. A lot is happening, and we can see and feel this actually energetically. We are energy. During this 707 portal, I've spoken to many of you where you say to me, I feel more emotional. I feel my life is falling apart. I feel like I'm back in the dark night of the soul. I feel anger. I feel disappointment. I feel a lot of things like I didn't feel them before. Well, because the energy is there to shift. And in order for us to shift the energy, we need to release the energy and let go of it. Otherwise, it will not happen. So the only way in order to align when this is happening is we need to connect with the energy. I shared on my Instagram, I might maybe put it over here. I really, really like this guy. He shares a very good information. He knows how to put it very shortly and very well. But we are energy. This is all we are. And if we don't connect with the energy, if we keep on fighting against the energy, we are fighting against our natural flow. And in order for us to manifest, in order for us to become one, we need to become one with an energy. Those of you who were on the first session of the energy activation, I really highly recommend to come back on the second and the third if you wanna, and we will be continuing doing it, because nothing much happens on the first time because you're a lot in your mind, and it can happen a lot as well. But if it didn't, you need to give it a time a little bit. And right now, it's the best time. It's the best time. Just if you think of, I would like to get some peace. I would like to manifest my life the way I dream of, to have a dream job, to serve the people in the highest possible way, to become who I really want to be. And maybe in a sense of union with your twin flame, maybe in a connection or with your soulmate or something. Whatever you are trying to manifest is going to happen now. And I'm going to tell you 100% it's going to happen now. It's the time where energies are so cosmic and powerful. And it starts from the Sirius. And like Egyptians have said that, and it's not something. We entered into the Sirius from the 707 portal. And also about the Sirius to know, Sirius is a spiritual sun. And many ancient cultures, if you look through the books, if you look through the Mayans, Egyptians, Indians, a lot of them, they have it, and Greeks, and there is so much. I will maybe in between make another where I bring it up, and Plato and everything has said about it. The Sirius is a spiritual sun, and ancients, they believe that it's a higher consciousness, technology advancements, and portal to the higher realms. And we are currently lifting our consciousness collectively. Just my words sometimes encourage you to connect with your higher, but you are doing the same thing through meditation, through energy activation, breath work, channeling, connecting. And so now Sirius aligns with us, with the earth, with the sun of Leo, and with self as a Sirius. It's the highest frequency. And I guarantee you, when you come on an 808 portal to do the energy activation, you can do this on the 4th as well. But I'm just going to say, when you come, you will experience something that you had no idea. And why? Because the energy is aligned. And when you connect with this energy, we're going to open the heart. We're going to get the light come through with our heart, from our hearts. But of course, I would say that a little bit preparation would be helpful because energy doesn't shift within a one day. So that's why I have put it out on Patreon, the workshops, the meditations, things that you can do anytime, any place, but will help you to prepare for that. So again, I said that already many times, that Sirius is a vibration. It's the highest vibration. It shines the brightest. If I get the picture to do, I will do for you, and I will put it up on Instagram or maybe here. And so what we need to do during this time is to open our third eye, connect, open our heart, and connect with our guides, connect with our spirit, with the energy. This is all we're gonna do on the workshops. That's all we're gonna do on the 4th and 8th. I keep on repeating this a lot. I'm not saying you have to come to mine. I'm just saying that take this information and do it even by yourself, but don't miss that day. Really do not miss that day. So this is one of the things to know. So now it comes to the numerology, 808. 08. In that sense, we are this year. We are in a portal of infinity. What 8 represents to us? When you would think of 8, what it reflects to? What you would think of it? Doesn't it look like an infinity? Doesn't it look like, in that sense, like a yin and yang, union, coming to a one, blending into one, like two sides, but always meeting one way or another? and of course a cosmic order. So this year, in that sense, 8th of August, 808, and 2024 together comes 8 as well. So it's a very potent time. Of course, I'm going to say that as this is the way we are calculating the time, you know, we started that calculating our time from the Christ, but obviously there's a longer time. But again, none of these things are by accident. I don't believe in that. If you do, that's all right too. But we often get to see that somehow when we start looking back to the things, they align during the cosmic events. And also, here is one right now what energy is happening. And 21st now we have a full moon. And right now we are also struggling with another thing, is that we have a bit of a karmic cycles. I heard another day a beautiful story from one of my beautiful soul who had a call with me, and we did channeling. She will write me the story. I will not jump from here to there to say about it. But karmics play a role in our life where we stop that cycle. And right now, again, until this full moon, it's a time to stop the karmic cycles. Don't blame your karmic. Don't hang on to what they did. Thank them for this and let go of it. Watch what happens. So we have a lot is happening just like that. So full moon in Capricorn, take your, it's gonna, I mean Capricorns, I have a lot of good, beautiful Capricorns in my group, which I always love you, because it's, you have this ability to connect and change and heal at the same time. And that's why your twin also loves you, because of the fact that you are such a good healer and such a good understanding. Anyways, let's move on from here with an alliance gate. So 808, infinity. Infinity, absolutely. So when in numerology, it is the magnificent couple. It's the time where exactly everything comes to a one. And I would say, at least that was for me. Everyone's journey is special, and everyone's journey is different. And I'm not here to say what's going to happen. But when I had that, was going through that hell, and it was exactly from starting from the portal of 707 until the portal of Lionsgate. I didn't know about it that back then. And then I heard from my twin flame after a complete silence, and then I knew. Then I just knew that now the life is going to change. Then I knew that I have to follow this inner voice, whatever this inner voice is telling me. That's why I moved the country. That's why I did many other things that I had never done in my life, because I promised I would start listening to that little voice. It takes a little bit of time to get used to with that little voice, because sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's scary when you are in a place of unknown, and we are always afraid of the unknown. But I'm also going to prepare you that you're going to get into an unknown. When we lift and shift our energy, nothing is going to be the same. Nothing. Your job can change. Your place of living can change. Your friends can change. Your relationship with some people can completely change. You can divorce. You might lose your business. All of this. And what is happening in this morning when I was meditating, this was coming through me. We humans sometimes complain about it. Let's say we don't like the job, or we feel exhausted, or we don't like these friends, but we keep on going and we keep on doing it because we don't like change. Our mind doesn't like change. And then when the change starts to happen, because you don't make a decision, you don't change, the life, the energy will make a difference. There is no way you're going to fight against energy. And then we feel like we are losing control. What's going to happen with my life next? I don't have a job, I don't have friends, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. And journey into the unknown is extremely scary. But I'm just here to say, for those of you who are going through that, allow to jump into the journey of unknown. Because when you are in a journey of unknown, you're going to discover so much about yourself. You're going to become that version you always wanted to be. And everything that is material, everything that is a material, let go of it. That's why when we have a spiritual awakening, we care less about. I know that in the very beginning when I shared about the twin flames, I said that when you meet your twin flame, you don't care if you have money, what kind of house you're going to live. You can live under the bridge and you'll be absolutely happy there. I understand we live in a world where also money matters. I totally understand this. But don't make your life dependent on all of these things. Don't give them the power that you feel you cannot be you. You can live with lot less, and you can be much happier. We live in a world of consumption. We live in a world where we know that there are people who, let's say, feel that they are happy when they do shopping, and then they come back home and they're not even close to happy. That's why I always say, and this is my way of living life, invest in energy. Invest in yourself where you feel how your energy and frequency shifts. Because that's something that no one can ever take away from you. No one can ever manipulate and say, if you don't pay this bill, I take away from you the car. And if you don't do this, because when you have energy, knowledge, and power with that, you know that they can take everything, but you can have it back within a blink of an eye. Because it's inside of you. It's not the outside that makes you somebody. It's all inside of you. The knowledge, the vibration, the knowing, the connection, the trust within divine. And also being very comfortable when you don't have these things. That's why, again, why I'm not a big fan of labels or things. Because they're going to stay behind here. They're going to just stay behind. But what you're going to have is the experience, knowledge, energy, frequency, vibration. And that's priceless. And that no one can take from you. So always invest in your energy. So let's go from here. What else is the Lionsgate portal is going to do, and what's going to happen? Like I said, it is a very strong time for spiritual awakening. That's why many of you are feeling that their twin is waking up. Because there is just, even if they try to fight against this awakening, even if they don't want to be this part of it, and they were like denying it, that I have, let's say, psychic abilities, let's say I feel this, I could heal, and I don't want to do any of this, it's going to accelerate right now. And I spoke about this on my previous episode where I said that, well, but we have our ego. Yes, we do. We can fight against from our ego as much as we want to. They can fight too. Your twin can fight against the ego, like towards being in his ego or her ego as much as they want to. But they're going to be the breaking point sooner or later. I know that because I thought I can solve this energy, solve this love, solve this understanding from the mind. I didn't want to believe in it. I didn't want to trust it. I thought this is lunatic. I'm absolutely crazy. I'm gonna get out of it. Drove myself into a work, into as much as activities I could put myself into to make sure that I will not feel this energy. Did I succeed? No. Eventually I was so weak that I was on the floor and I couldn't get up. And during the Lionsgate portal, now I know that, I lifted up my hands and I said, I want to live. Help me. Show me the way, and I will follow. I will follow this way. Just show me. 808. I said that. I didn't know back then that then there was a Lionsgate. On 22/08/2022, I received a message which I posted on Instagram as well. I said, hey, how are you doing? And from there on, I knew that I haven't made this up. So that's why when you have been going through this dark night of the soul, when you have been already becoming one of who you are, and you're feeling that there is a lot of resistance, a lot is happening, you might be feeling that from your twin. And I'm going to say that your twin also felt when you were going through that. There's no doubt in that. We are one, we feel, we connect. If you have kept your journals, if you have kept these things, you would know. So, the next thing is that is happening right now during this time is that your intuition is becoming much stronger. You all of a sudden are sensing things much better. You might have vivid dreams. You might have situations where you know that something is about to happen. That you see something and you feel like, I know what this person is going to say. I know what this person is going to do. Like you feel all of a sudden like you can read the world. And that can become very scary because you're thinking, maybe I'm making this up. How did I know this if you're not used to? If you're already used to this, it's all good. You're understanding that, the energies are very potent, very powerful. Right now I'm connecting with this. And don't fight against it. I always say, write these things down. I know it sounds crazy, but let the time to follow up with the energy, because time is slower than the energy, much slower. That's why we see this 3D manifestation in a much later, because time takes time to reach to there. When we are manifesting it right now, so that's another thing, is the manifestation power during this time. It's so important to know what is your energy during this time. If you are, let's say, in a place of feeling disappointed, anger, all of these things which are good, these energies are good. Our mind likes to separate good and bad. If you feel this, if you feel that, then it's... No, there is no such a thing. Every emotion, every feeling is good or bad at the same time. There is no comparison that something is better, something is worse. It all happens in the same element. But what is very important is when you're using the words right now, so keep that in mind. When you're using these words, I don't have this, I don't have that, my life is a total disaster, my twin doesn't love me, I don't have a loving partner, nobody loves me, do all of this. Because you're going to manifest these things. Be very careful of the word I don't. Universe doesn't understand the negative and positive. It doesn't understand I do, I don't, I have, I don't. It doesn't understand. Whatever you say, if you say I don't have luck in life, or I hope this is not going to happen, I hope this is not going to be there, I hope I'm not going to lose my car, you're going to lose your car. I don't know, like everything there's no negative and positive. This is something we need to train our minds as well. There is no negative and positive. Everything happens in oneness. They're energies. So just be very careful of what you're saying. There's going to be on Patreon again the workshop of where I guide you through your manifestation, where I guide you through how to manifest of your best version, your life and everything, and just to within a frequency. So you can do that. It will be up, I think, this week. So manifestation, very important. Super important is now this one. Heart chakra activation. If you're not coming to my event, which is fine too, remember to do heart chakra meditations, opening the heart, allowing the light to come through the heart, because it is this energy. Because what is the divine source energy? What is the most potent energy, most connective energy? What do you think? What do you think what it is? How about love? How about it's the energy of love? Energy of love can heal everything. Because when you met your twin, what did you feel? Divine love energy that made you feel that you need nothing in this life. Because this energy made you alive. Made you the version you were supposed to be. You felt something so divine, so powerful, that you have never felt before. And now when you activate your heart chakra, when you connect and you let the light to come through this and you're allowing to crack it open inside of you, you're going to heal, you're going to awaken more, you're going to connect. This is going to be so much love. You're going to feel how every tree, every animal, every butterfly, every little thing around you is alive, and you're happy to be part of it. I'm not saying you have to come to my event, but we will be doing this on mine. But I would just recommend you to come and go and just remember, just put yourself to the reminder that let me do a heart chakra activation, let me connect with my heart, let me be in my heart. So, and then as of course the Orion's belt as well. So the alignment of the Earth, Orion's belt and Sirius, we talked about it. And that what brings a lot of cosmic wisdom and knowledge. I will have it on my Patreon as well, but you can do this by yourself. I'm saying you don't have to follow any of these. I am just putting this out that maybe it helps you, but you can choose your ways as well and doing it your way and allowing yourself to discover, to come through. Sometimes all we need to see is an example and we know what we do, or sometimes we don't even need to see an example. But then sometimes we have a question like, am I doing it? Where that comes from? How do I know? Today I had this, coming back to the planetaries and stars and all of this. I had this, during the meditation morning and channeling, I had this interesting thing that coming through. And this is a totally different topic, but it just came through. I was sitting and I was thinking, it's funny that we all from our mind, so the scientists, you and me, everybody from our mind is questioning, is there a life outside of the Earth? Is there a life in any other planets? Are there so-called aliens or other creatures? But funny enough is that each one of us, inside of us, knows that there is a life outside of the planet Earth. It's just like when you quiet your mind and when you don't look for the proof, every person, even children, speak to children, they would know that there is a life somewhere else. And they would say these things out of nowhere. Of course, I mean, I would like to know your feedback. Do you believe there is a life outside of the Earth? Do you believe that there are different creatures? What is your way of seeing it? But when I was doing this meditation today, I was like, it's so funny. We are still in our mind trying to prove, where our soul constantly says, this is your home planet. This is where you came from. This is what you have. I know many of you have done Akashic records where you get to know about it. And then all of a sudden, everything starts to make sense. And Sirius, we have been talking about. Me, I believe that most of the twin flames spend, at least, I know myself, had time in a planet of Sirius B. I know that. I don't need to prove to anybody. It's maybe I'm crazy, and that's okay too. That's absolutely okay. And I'm not going to convince anybody here that yes, that's how it's going to be and that's how it is. I believe you have a truth inside of you. But I believe that a lot of twin flames, have spent a lot of time in Sirius B, because Sirius B is very healing, transformative. It's all in harmony, and I believe that our frequency there is 2 or 3 times higher. That's why we are one there with our twin, and when we split, that's why we recognize them here, because they are from the same planetary, from the same thing, and we share the same soul. Same frequency. Same soul frequency. Anyways, and that's why a lot of awakenings are happening during this time right now, collectively, obviously happening more and more and more, because we can only collectively change the vibrations towards wars, towards suffering, towards everything. And the world is happening right now because we are in the time of Aquarius. I jump from one thing to another, but sometimes it comes through me and I don't keep it back, as you know. So the Orion's belt. So 3 stars during this time are the Orion's belt is connected, is Alnilam Mintanka and Alintak. So like I said, it's cosmically already very profound and very powerful event to have, and it's for you to connect. And of course, now I'm gonna get into the point of another thing that's going to really happen. You're going to have more increased synchronicities from here on. You're gonna see 888 everywhere. It's going to pop up for you. If you see 888 everywhere, it says, come to the portal. Come, open the infinity. And because your life can be in a sense of infinite possibilities. Now it's up to you which frequency, which journey you're going to choose. If you would think of, oh, I cannot have this, I often hear this. This is with Twin Flame Journey. I often hear this like, no, it's impossible that I would never ever be with my twin flame, or they will never reach out to me. No, I haven't heard from them 10 years. I don't believe that they would ever come to me because it's too insane. Or my twin flame is a celebrity. They would never talk to me, or they would never connect with me. And I'm like, okay. And then time goes by, and all of a sudden they receive a message, or they receive something so clear message, let's say, that you cannot ignore this. And then they come back to me and say, just please tell me that I'm not making this up, because this just happened. After 10 years of not hearing from my twin, not knowing what he or she is doing, nothing, they show up on my Facebook. And these things are real stories. I'm not making these stories up. And yes, sometimes it takes time, because there are many things. Number one, what is your service? Are you aligned with your soul and with their purpose? This is very important on this journey. Are you in a service? Do you trust? Do you trust the God, the creator, the energy? Are you grateful for that? I'm saying to do these things are very important. The trust, grateful, and surrender. Because the more you're trying to control that from the mind and worry about the things, the more you are in that state where you cannot create, which is normal. And I'm not here to say that you need to, it's normal for us to worry about certain things. It's very normal, because life is sometimes hard and it's gonna hit you right on your face. But I also want to tell you that allow it to happen, and take this as the biggest lesson and change in your life. Because we know we do not change our patterns, our habits, until we experience it. And that's why also I am so in love with the energy, and now with the planets, with the understanding of how it all happens in one. And that's why I'm here to also to offer a free event, offer you what I can. Because when that shift happens inside of you, I know that the magic is about to happen. And I don't even know how many points we are, but let's say we are at the point of 8 now, even though we are most probably in the, I don't even know, it doesn't really matter. We are in the point of 8, which is infinity. We can have infinite things to know about the Lion's Gate. So this is now why, again, I would say that if you can do channeling meditations, if you can do the opening the heart, whichever, because you're going to open the ancient wisdom inside of you, which I said before to you, that we all know that there are planets. We all know that there is a life existing in another planets and other different forms. We all know that. And now, during this time, you are going to connect with this ancient knowledge, the wisdom that might tell you, you need to travel to Egypt, you need to travel to Mexico, you need to go to Costa Rica, you need to go to Greece, you need to go to Italy, you need to go to Macedonia, let's say, or India, Tibet, this type of places. It might tell you that you need to go there now. Or you need to go to retreat in Bali, India, whichever place, here in Cyprus, which is happening, but I believe we don't have any more places. I'm just going to say that the retreat is happening in November. I'm sending out the email today. In my opinion, the list is full. We have reached to the... we are booked up. Next one will be in March, and then comes in the United States as well. But I'm just going to say that you're starting to have the ancient wisdom coming through you, and don't be afraid of it. I really encourage you to write these things down, because you might be discovering a healing form that we didn't know. You might be discovering something so profound about the connection, about the journey, about what is going to come and tell you. And if you can write these things down, even to send it to me, or keep it to yourself, I mean, obviously, but as I'm collecting all of this, I have journals filled, my computers are filled with folders where I'm collecting the information, because I believe you, my dear friend, you are absolutely powerful. The fact that you are on a twin flame journey is not an accident, because your frequency is something beyond. Your frequency is love, divine source. So that's about the Lion's Gate. So I hope you got something from here, that you were thinking and wondering, and why is it so potent, and why is it so powerful, and why we should be taking this seriously. You can follow all of the workshops out on Patreon or do your own meditations, but I would really, really like to say, take this time right now. We have full moon where we break off the karmic cycles, karmic energies. So you might have that something keeps on coming back to your life. Now again, you're going to break this free. And then from the 26th of July, the portal starts to open. The Lion's Gate portal starts to open. And it is about 12th of August. So even though, because I always say, this is something so important to remember. Energy shift and change does not happen within you do a meditation today and you expect this to happen tomorrow. Time is slower. And time is very different in everywhere. Those who have watched Interstellar can see when Cooper went to another planet, he didn't age as much as here because the time was different. Yeah. Time is just something we created in order to understand our planet, our seasons, the things that are happening. And there are more other aspects, of course. But it's not only one time. There's a different time, different space, different frequencies, different energies, and everything happens here right now. Now it's just for you to tap into your consciousness and do your oneness and union and see what happens. So I hope you're ready for it and don't forget about it. Just few things, like I said, the event is happening on 8/08. Tickets are on sale. They are on the website. Really, please book them advance, as half of them are gone, even over half. I know that one set is almost full. I think there are 2 places left. Then a retreat, in a sense of, I think we are full now. I had received from Monday, I think 4 requests, and I think we are done. I have to look it up, so if you still have an interest, please write an email and we'll see if I have a space. If not, we can meet in March or in the United States. And I will put this up very soon as well. And that's it, I would say. If you would like to have a call with me, if you feel like you need channeling or energy activation, or open your heart, open your soul, open to the oneness, to the union, then here I am, twinflameawakeningjourney.com. Same for the email. If you would like to share your story, twinflameawakeningjourney.com. So all of these things are here. All of them are in bio. I'm more than happy to connect. I'm more than happy to know you. And yeah, see you very soon. And these are just the few things I think you needed to know today. Lots of love and lots of light.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric ride. You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Beneath an endless night, the world spins around. You're there, ease my mind. Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Maybe this is the season of love.